My name is Ben Azulai, known as King Azulai.
No, I'm drifting, catch you slipping, won't be back again.
We know what we want in life, we go out there and we get it.
Roll the riches, lot of fishes, so we throwing nets. Hiding, shipping, magic, and yeah, we back again.
All right, guys, welcome to the Blackout. Today we're going to be talking about social media and what it is exactly I have been witnessing in social media and what's been happening, and also answer a lot of your comments, a lot of questions, a lot of things that are people just, for some reason, feel the need to post on the comments or send DMs that really don't make much sense to me. Because if you're somebody out there that's bored out of your mind and feeling like a loser and has to go into the comments and write the dumbest shit, I must answer that. Although normally I would not really pay attention, but I feel like it's time for social media to hear my voice back on what I think about the bullshit that they're saying. So we're not going to go one by one because we have thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of comments all over the platforms. So we're just going to go one by one to some of those that stuck out. Some of those comments are really fucking funny. I'll have to admit, I watch some of those comments and I just start laughing. But some of the comments are really dumb, and I think it's time that we challenge these comments. So,
okay.
Let's go. By the way, guys, this guy's my videographer, Phil, one of the best in the game. As you guys could see, all the videos that we do, he's the one doing all the videos.
Too kind.
And the guy pretty much looks at most of the comments. He's younger than I am, so he's still in your youth, guys, and looks at all the bullshit that you guys are writing, makes him laugh, makes me think, why the hell is anybody putting all these comments? But we decided to answer some of you guys, so let's do this. What do we got? Challenge me. Come at me, bro.
Yeah, bro. Apparently you're just like a Walmart Andrew Tate. You're just like a Tate knockoff, bro. You're Andrew Tate on steroids.
Okay, guys, I didn't tell him to start with this one, but he started. Okay. Listen, whatever he's going to bring at me, I'm going to answer you guys. So let's go. Andrew Tate, Walmart Andrew Tate on steroids.
Knockoff, Walmart.
Hold on, let me light up the cigar that Andrew Tate came up with.
Yeah, bro. Andrew Tate, you know, the only reason Ben smokes a cigar is because Andrew Tate smoked a cigar, you know? Andrew Tate never smoked a cigar. Actually, Andrew Tate invented the cigar.
Correct.
Right?
So, all respect to Andrew Tate, guys. I love the guy. The first video that I came out with was actually defending the guy because it's all a bunch of bullshit of what's happening on social media. And now that I'm on social media, I see exactly why. But be yourself, everyone else is taken. I'm not trying to be the next Andrew Tate. I'm not trying to be Andrew Tate. I'm not trying to mimic anybody. If you guys think that something that Andrew Tate did now or does or have done in the past, nobody has done it, you guys are out of your mind. People do it regularly, which they smoke a cigar, they drive nice cars, they have a lot of money, they're on yachts, they fuck bitches, they do that, and they just don't post about it. But now you're able to post in the past some years. People have been doing this shit for decades, if not centuries. So, you know, different things. Like before it wasn't like on a jet ski, but it could be on a little mini boat that someone built and he's got like 4 wives. So now you guys see somebody on social media doing it and you think he's the only one that's ever done it. So no, he's not the only one that's ever done it, but he's very influential. He's very famous. So you guys believe that whatever he's doing now, he invented it. He didn't, but he is a great guy. And I back him up 110%. And I have to tell you guys, if you guys are comparing me to Andrew Tate, which a lot of you guys say, oh, you're a knockoff of Andrew Tate. Then I get a bunch of people going, you're the next Andrew Tate. Then I got a bunch of people now saying, man, you're way better than Andrew Tate. Guys, I'm not looking to be worse. I'm not looking to be better. I'm me and Andrew is him. So keep that. He's the top G. I'm the king. And we keep it at that. And at some point, I'm sure that me and him will get together, run a podcast, and the whole world is going to fucking shake. because me and him have the same reason of being here, and it's to make young people better, to bring back masculinity, to bring back the power to the people. And that's what we're going to do. And there's nothing that's going to stop either me or obviously Andrew, as we've seen.
But you're not just Andrew Tate, bro. You're Andrew Tate on steroids. Like, you're obviously on steroids, bro. You know? Like, you work out and you film it. So you're obviously on steroids.
Okay. Well, I think I've told them in the past, right? I did a podcast. I explained to them that I've taken steroids. I was not ashamed of it. I've taken testosterone and some other stuff to get ready for competitions. I've done 3 competitions in my life, and there's nothing wrong with that. From now and probably until I do the next competition, if I even do a competition, I'm not even sure that I'll ever compete again, because I don't even think it's for me anymore, you know? The goal was to compete, become very influential and famous, and help the people get better. But I did it in a different way, so I'm probably never going to compete again. If some big guys want to challenge me, I'll go ahead and get some tests done. That's not an issue. I do not take gear right now, and I'll probably never take it again, unless I'm going to compete. And my levels are straight. They're good. One more thing, guys. People who take steroids and take it like nonstop, then they stop producing testosterone. I produce testosterone. I'm at about 900 to 1100 milligrams a week naturally. And that's because anytime I did it, I got off of it the right way, which is taking the HCG and the Clomid and Novadex and all the bullshit to bring back your levels. Not to forget to mention that sitting in the ice really makes me feel like I took steroids. But if you get really intense with your workouts and you eat very good and you sleep good in the right hours, you will feel exactly the way somebody feels that they're on steroids. The only thing is you're not going to put on as much size as they could put on, because a lot of the food that they eat, it's much easier also to digest with taking steroids.
No, bro, but that's not going to convince them. You have to do blood work now, you know, because you work out online.
Right.
So you're on steroids.
Right.
Have to be.
Okay, fine.
You ran next to Eric.
Right.
So you're associated with Eric, and you go to zoo culture.
Right.
And everyone that goes to zoo culture is on steroids.
Correct.
So you're on steroids.
Yeah.
And you're also Andrew Tate.
Fuck. I guess I'm fucked, man. I don't know what to tell you.
That's crazy.
I guess I am fucked, guys.
Everyone just likes to leave the hate comments, man.
It's really weird to me, you know? It's like, do you have anything else to do at home but just leave a hate comment? And you know how I know the ones that leave hate comments are a bunch of losers and pussies? Because I've never, ever, ever seen a hater do better than me. And on the other hand, I've never had anybody in my life disrespect me in real life where he knew shit could get out of hand.
Actually, you tried to make it real life once. So I remember one time Ben calls me and he's like, yo, we're going to do a new video idea. I'm going to fight someone. I'm like, who are you going to fight? He's like, this guy was talking shit in my comments. So I challenged him to a fight. And in 30 days, we're going to have a cage fight. I'm like, Ben, you can't just fight people in your comment section. Like normal people, you could leave hate comments online. But if you leave hate comments on Ben's post, Ben will DM you and be like, hey, where do you live, motherfucker? I'm coming for you. We're going to have a cage fight in 30 days. Get ready.
Right.
What's wrong with you, bro?
I don't know.
You can't fight people, especially since you're on steroids. It's not fair.
I know, right? Plus, I have like 10 years on them.
Yeah, bro. Why? Are you just fighting people?
So I'll tell you what it is. The people that are behind those keyboards that are talking shit, these are the same people that are talking shit to some people that are very insecure. And they're making them feel worse than they could ever feel before. And they will get them to do some crazy shit. Like people have committed suicide due to the fact that people talk shit to them on social media. Now, I'm not one of those people that would go commit suicide. There's no way. But at the same time, these are the people that are hurting so many souls out there that they just need to get punched in the face. Because there's good people who put posts and really try to either help people or they're trying to get some sort of either validation or get that like, okay, I'm not that bad looking, and people just want to talk shit. It doesn't matter if someone was fat on a post, if they were ugly, if they were not my type, if they were, I don't know, poor, whatever you call it, short, whatever it is. I have never left anybody a comment talking shit.
You just call them out to fight them.
If they talk shit, yeah, come fight me.
That's why.
But put money on the line. That's what it is. It's like, okay, come fight me, but also put money on the line.
I mean, that's why you're doing social media, right, bro? It's for
Right.
money.
So I can make money on
To make
fighting
money.
people.
Yeah, bro.
Like, put your money where your mouth is, you know?
Just money and clout. It's all Ben wants,
Mm-hmm.
right? You want to be the new Andrew Tate, so you
Tate.
need money and clout, obviously. So, first reel of Ben's that went viral was what? 250K.
Yeah.
So Ben went to the bank, tried to pull out 250K. They didn't have 250K.
I called my bank and they didn't have 250K.
You're right, you called them.
Yeah.
And someone left a comment saying, so supposedly you're a multimillionaire, but you just found out banks don't have hardly any physical money relative to the overall amounts that they hold.
Well, so to make the video seem cooler and also dumber at the same time, you have to do some shit and say some shit for people to make comments. So obviously I know that they don't have physical money, but in order for me to explain to the people that they don't have physical money, I have to say that I'm one of those people that did not know. And guess what? It worked really well because it went viral.
Yeah.
And a lot of people put comments, and those comments get engagement. So, guys, if you understand, like, not everything that I do, I'll do it perfect, and there's a reason for it. Because if I don't do it perfect, there's a reason for you guys to put a comment. Even a hate comment, even a bullshit comment, whatever it is, at the end of the day, that comment is going to bring engagement. That engagement will be caught in the algorithm, and that's going to bring me more fucking traffic. So for me, whether it's love or hate, I don't care. And it doesn't matter what it is you're doing. If you're watching me, you're still a fan.
Dude, this comment's hilarious.
What?
You know what this guy says? You responded to him too.
Which one? Go
Like,
ahead.
A lot of people, they leave very intricate comments, giving reasoning why you're wrong or how you're wrong, trying to make you look dumb, right? This guy simply just said, what a tool.
What a tool.
What a tool. Imagine calling, have you ever called anyone in your entire life a tool?
No.
I've never said what a tool in my life.
But you know that in Hebrew, if you call somebody a tool, that means that you're a badass?
Yeah, you responded to him. He said, what a tool. You said, yeah, I'm a powerful one. Crazy. Crazy. That's like a very Andrew Tate response, obviously. You're going to say that, you know? That's insane.
איזה כלי. חזק, חזק, חבריה.
Bro said, what a tool.
כל מי שבארץ ושומע אותנו.
Somebody said simply, you're just broke.
Oh,
And
yeah.
your Richard Mille is fake. It's from
Right.
it's AliExpress. It's from
Right.
China.
Right.
Clearly.
What is AliExpress, by the way?
It's
Exactly. I don't even know what it is. You see, people leave dumb comments.
yeah. I mean, it is fake though.
Probably.
The cigar is fake too.
Yeah.
There's just nothing in there. It's not even
Shit.
tobacco.
It's fucking falling apart. Look at that.
Nah, bro. Fake cigar.
I don't know. So, just so you guys know, when we started this shit, we didn't even know we were going to start a podcast. We were like, we're going to start making videos, and I'm going to talk to the people, and I'm going to bring back masculinity. Come to find out, you guys wanted me to have a podcast. So I put together a podcast, my own podcast, built it, the whole setup within like 10 days. Had my whole team and spent about $100K for this whole build out, for the structure, for the remodel, for the cameras, for the microphones, for the tables, for the fridge, for the drinks, you name it, for the cigar box. Actually, the cigar box, I got it from a very, very special girl. She bought it for me as a present.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so now you have girls?
I don't have a girl, no. But
Multiple?
no. A special girl.
A special girl?
Yes.
You have multiple special girls? See, this guy thinks he's Andrew Tate.
It's not like that. I don't go and sleep with the girls I'm talking about friends that are special to me, that love me and want to see me succeed and buy me presents.
Oh,
Why?
you know what we can talk about?
What?
Somebody said, notice his...
Hold on. What is that?
What is what?
In my headphones?
That's just static. It's not coming up here. We're good. It's fine.
At first it started to, but then it got really like strong. Pull it out and put it back in. That's what she said. That's not mine.
I know. I just did both of them. I can hear it too.
There we go. This is much better.
The Matrix was trying to attack us, bro.
There were.
Someone said, Ben,
Yeah.
if that's even your real name, fake Andrew Tate.
Right.
Notice his cocaine pinky fingernail.
Mm-hmm.
Show the fingernail.
Hold on. Let it focus. Doesn't focus.
Just show them over there.
Okay. Guys, see that?
Can I explain this one?
Yeah, you
I think
could.
I know. Oh, came back. The sound. It's fine.
Yeah, the Matrix got us.
The Matrix, bro.
They're coming after us.
They don't want us to expose the fingernail. But the fingernail, because I looked it up when I met you,
Okay.
and a lot of people in the Middle East have that as well. And it's a sign of wealth, right?
Wealth and gangsters.
And gangsters,
Yeah. Israeli gangsters have this.
because they don't even have to lift a pinky.
Exactly.
Exactly. So they can have a long fingernail, because when you have long nails, like girls, a lot of girls when they work out in the gym, what happens? Oh, I broke a nail. But if you don't even have to lift up a finger to work because you're so wealthy, or because you have so many people around you taking care of you, you can have a fingernail like that.
Uh-huh.
See, I know.
There we go.
There we go.
He's got the fucking
No, bro,
secret.
but it's obviously for cocaine. It's obviously to scoop cocaine.
Of course. Don't you see I'm fucking lit, bro?
Yeah.
Fuck!
No, bro, because someone online said it was to scoop. Bro, because metal_giant said it's a cocaine pinky fingernail, so it has to be for cocaine.
Do you guys know that also guitar players have that? Instead of using a pick, they use their fingernail. How do I know? Because I used to play the fucking guitar. Yeah.
That's crazy.
So I used to use my pinky nail.
Bro, it's just honestly, I'm looking through the comments. It's just people calling you Andrew Tate, saying that you're arrogant. What do you have to say to people that say that you're arrogant? Honestly, he is pretty fucking arrogant. I
But
told
there's-
Ben earlier today, I'm like, Ben, out of anyone I've ever met in my life, you have by far the biggest ego I've ever seen. But he can have the biggest ego.
Why not?
Because, like, he's already done everything. Like, right now, he's doing social media. He's doing a podcast. He's doing side quests. He beat the game. Now he's doing side quests, you know? Mm-hmm. It's like when you're in GTA and you beat the game, you already have millions of dollars in the house and the cars and everything. Now you just do all the random bullshit just to beat the game. You know?
I never played a video game in my life, but
Mm.
at some point I'll have to try.
Yeah. Ben never played a video game in his life because neither did Andrew Tate. And he's Andrew Tate, but Walmart version.
Guys, at some point in my life, I realized that money is not everything. At some point in my life, I realized that having businesses, having nice cars, watches, is the last thing that I truly need. It does not fulfill me. If you'd ask the truth, what would really fulfill me is a wife and kids. But to find a wife nowadays is the hardest thing. It's unbelievable how difficult it is to find a wife. And I'm not talking about a wife that's already, been through everything. I'm talking about a wife. One that you normally, back in the day, people would marry. The ones that would never get divorced. She's young. She's a virgin. She hasn't been around the block and all that bullshit.
Oh, you want a virgin, bro?
Yes.
How misogynistic of you, bro.
Yeah, say whatever you want to say.
How misogynistic. How could you expect that from another human, bro? You're a very successful man and you worked so hard to get here and you expect a virgin? You think you're entitled to a virgin? How misogynistic this guy, bro. This guy thinks he's Andrew Tate, I swear.
Well, you want me to tell you that? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you one thing that's different between me and the rest of the successful men out there. I've always been a family man. I could be with as many women as I want and I choose not to. I stay away from women. Matter of fact, I wear a wedding ring so women don't hit on me when I go places. And I tell them that I'm married because I'm waiting for the right one. And the right one, she will be a virgin and she will be Jewish and she will be one that's going to have Shabbat dinners. You know, I come from a Jewish home and a religious home. She's going to host for us Shabbat dinners and I'm going to help her cook and we're going to have a beautiful family together and she's not going to have any traumas from old boyfriends and exes and all that stuff. And all she's going to know is me and I'm going to give her the world. And we're going to live away from the whole world on a farm.
Why does she need to be a virgin, bro?
Because it seems like the women that have not been virgins, they have a lot of trauma from past relationships, you know. And I'm on social media today. I coach a lot of them. But anyway, in my culture, as a Jew, we prefer to, at least for me, is all the religious people, I mean, all the women are Jewish. So I might just become religious, become a rabbi. I understand the world very well. I understand the spiritual world very well. And I could guide a lot of people as I am today. And I've always been. And I feel like as a rabbi, it's probably a great thing. I mean, I don't jerk off, never have. So I don't release. I've always been in a long-term relationship. I've never slept around. I've never went with women just for fun. So if I could hold myself as a man, why can't a woman hold herself? Men are dogs. I have the possibility to be with as many women as I want per day, and I stay away from women. Even as a young guy, I had a few-year relationship, then another few-year relationship, then like on and off 8-year relationship. So it was always a long-term relationship, and I thought I was going to marry all of them. I never thought it was just for fun. So the ones that think that they're having fun, yeah, that's not my girl.
Were they all virgins?
Actually, not all of them.
Ben.
Yeah. Again, but that's why I realized that it's actually my ex that I was with for 8 years on and off. She had 2 kids. And I thought I was going to marry her. But then I realized she was so traumatized by her ex-husband that anything that I did that reminded her, she was like, oh, you're just like him. In what way? Well, he did that too. Then she'd get upset at me because she got reminded by him. I don't want to deal with that. I want fresh out the box because I don't have any trauma. I have no trauma. My relationships, okay, it was done. Thank you very much. I meet a new girl. She's my world. I don't even think about my exes. But for some reason, for females, it's different.
I was talking to a girl at the gym the other day, and I remember when I first met her, she seemed very kind and innocent and sweet, right? But she didn't really work out. She kind of has a little bit of acne, but she seemed very pleasant.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know, you have a lot of potential. She's like,
Right.
what do you mean? I'm like, well, if you start taking care of yourself and, you know, if you start working out, eating right, getting rid of the acne, it will be a byproduct of working out and eating right and becoming healthier, taking care of yourself. You know, you have a lot of potential.
Yeah.
I said that. Then I started talking to her more, and then I found out she's not a virgin. She has multiple bodies.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Like her body count.
What's a body count?
Like when you
How many
sleep
people
with,
she killed?
basically, yeah, bro. No, how many people she slept with. And then she comes to me a few days ago, and she's like, Phil, you're going to be really proud of me. I'm like, what? How am I going to be proud
Yeah.
of you?
Tell me.
She goes, I stopped vaping. I'm like, wow, good job. She's like, yeah, see, I'm going to do what you told me to. You said I have a lot of potential.
That's amazing.
And I said, yeah, that went out the window. And you told me you had multiple bodies. Your potential is gone now.
Uh-huh.
You're useless.
You are just cutthroat.
Bro. And then I looked at her. See, now I'm like Andrew Tate. You know what I told her?
What?
Haram.
Haram.
I'm Lebanese. We're Middle Eastern. We say haram.
Haram.
I looked at her. I said, haram.
Wow.
She said, I only have 3 bodies. I'm like, oh, really? Last time I checked, 3 is greater than 0. It's like, this is the thing. And then I told her this. When you go to a job interview, right? You go, you put on your best clothes, you look your best, you're on your best behavior, you try to act the best you possibly can to leave the best impression you can so you can land the job, right?
Yeah, first impression is the most important one.
Exactly. That's how you get a job, right?
Right.
You don't just go to infinite job interviews, sloppy as hell. You don't care. Hopefully one day one of these jobs I'll land them. It doesn't really matter. Right? No. You show up. If you show up, you do well. You do a good interview, you get the job.
Right.
You don't do multiple interviews just sloppily. You go up, you motherfuckers hiring? Oh, I guess. Oh, okay, cool. No,
Right.
Next one. No. You're on your best behavior. That's the same thing. That's how it should be when it comes to a relationship. You don't just go and then rack up these bodies.
Right.
Now you're useless. You're worthless. And now somebody's going to try to get into a relationship with you, and it's not going to work well.
Well, you know what? Every time I met a girl and she fell in love with me and I had to tell her the same thing, she was like, I wish I stayed a virgin just to be with you. Now, you have to understand. First of all, let's go by my last name, Azulai. That's a Jewish last name from the royal families. There was Azulai and Cohen. Azulai, the name, Azoulay, stands for a woman that's dirty and a whore I will not take.
That's what your last name stands for?
That's what my last name stands for. Now, when you have bar mitzvah, it depends on your birthday that you go up and you read from the Bible. When I was 13, my birthday had a paragraph that lands with my last name. Somehow.
Crazy.
A woman that's a whore and dirty I will not take. So, I'm not supposed to be with anybody if she is, let's say, a widow, if she has been with any men, if she is not Jewish. I'm not supposed to sleep with her or anything like that. And when I crossed these lines and I was with somebody who was not a virgin and I was with somebody who was not Jewish, you know, it was really difficult. And it's not just, there's multiple reasons why I say virgin, right? Somebody that hasn't been with anybody in the past. Look at my mom, for instance. She's been with my dad since they were 12 years old. Multiple times, there was reasons to leave. But she didn't know any better. So she stayed. Yeah, she suffered a little bit, but the home stayed together. If she would have to have multiple boyfriends before and multiple relationships and they got married when she's 30, she's already worked, she knows how to go out there and make money, guess what happens?
She's already used to leaving.
She's like, okay, there we go. Leave my kids, leave my husband, take whatever I could get from him, go start working the same as I used to, and life will be fine.
Her commitment weakens.
Exactly. Because as a woman, you're supposed to stay as innocent as possible because you hold energy that you provide to your husband, to your men. So you need to be as pure as possible. Also, you need to be the one that's completely covered. So I'm not telling you like wear a hijab and cover your hair and all that stuff like Jews and Muslims do, you know, that cover the hair, or like the nuns, right? A nun also covers her hair because the hair is like the most sexiest thing on a woman. So they either wear wigs or they cover their hair. I'm not telling you to do that. I'm not telling you to be all closed up, but wearing spandex and shoving them up your ass, letting your butt cheeks open, and then having like a sports bra where all your tits are out.
It's like they're wearing spray painted on clothes.
Exactly. And then they're asking, why are guys looking? Well, you're asking them to look. Oh no, it's more comfortable. Yeah, it's also more comfortable for me to walk around in underwears. But I still go to the gym with sweaters, and I only take off my shirt now because we're at Zoo Culture and you're allowed to take off your shirt, and I'm doing it for the videos.
Baggy shorts, baggy clothes, those are the most comfortable. Last time I checked, having a wedgie 24/7 when I'm trying to hit legs doesn't sound very comfortable, bro.
Well, maybe they like it.
Maybe they like it. Yeah. You know what? Yeah. Who are we to tell women what they like and
Exactly.
don't like, you know?
Exactly. But now you get to a point where I'm on social media and I do coach a lot of women, and I see exactly what's happening. They have been with, it's crazy. I meet some women that have been with like 20 men and they're 20 years old. And then I'm like, well, what are you doing now? Well, I'm in the process of healing. Or 25 and I'm celibate.
What would you do if a woman
But
came to you?
that will be like a whole different podcast that I will explain to people what I have been witnessing. Because this is a whole, it's a huge topic,
Yeah.
and I could see how men are so damaged and how women are so damaged because someone made them believe that there are certain ways that they could be and they'll be fine. Men are being babied. So
Who made
they're
them
not-
believe that, bro?
You know what? The Matrix. It could be.
See, he thinks he's Andrew Tate, guys. It's crazy.
But it's crazy because men literally don't do anything with themselves now. I ask a guy that's 22 years old, 23. In Israel, you're after the army at 21, right? You go into the army at 18. You're a man by the time you're 21. Men. You like talk about man shit. Here, they just still eating chips at home and
Smoking
sitting
weed.
on the couch or smoking weed and playing video games, jerking off, and that's what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not really you know what's also crazy to me? They're not even trying to get with women too. It's almost like they're afraid of the women.
It depends.
A lot of the guys they step away from women.
Yeah.
The guys that I see on social media that talk to me, they don't even know how to walk up to a woman. They're 24 years old. I'm like, what? You're a virgin? It's crazy.
Yeah. So they don't try because they don't know how.
Exactly. But because
Yeah.
they're also incompetent of having a conversation. So they're like bots, they're a bunch of robots.
You know what people, when guys turn 18 here, you know what they have to do? Instead of going to the military,
They have to sit at home and smoke weed.
they go to college.
Uh-huh.
And what happens at college?
Frat parties.
Frat parties, drinking, smoking, drugs, fornication. It's like in Israel, you become a real man. Over here, you think you're becoming a real man because you're doing all this bullshit, but really, you're just destroying yourself.
And you guys got to stop that shit.
For real.
Stop. It's not good for you. All right, what are more comments that
More
we're getting?
comments, bro.
Because if you can't find them, I could find some crazy ass comments in there.
Bro, like honestly,
Like, what was that comment that I got today from some guy?
today, which post?
The post of me and Eric running.
You and Eric running
Yeah.
on Instagram?
No.
On
It was on YouTube.
Okay. What did he say?
All right, so me and my boy are running at the gym and we're doing a workout, and I'm putting a post to just motivate you guys, and it's all about like steroids and bullshit, but
All the comments.
like, oh, I could run faster than you, or bullshit. Like, what? Read the fucking comments.
Somebody says, bro has Cialis in his eyes. To be fair, you did take Cialis that day.
Hey, you know what? Cialis is not gear, right? You get a bunch of fucking crazy pumps.
Nah, anyone could take Cialis.
Yeah. And by the way, it stops prostate cancer.
Yes. But yeah, bro, everyone just thinks you're on steroids.
Okay. Let's go to some other comments. Wait.
Oh wait. What
Tell
about everyone telling you to go fuck yourself because free Palestine?
Oh, yeah, that comment. So, first of all, I'm Israeli. You guys know that.
Couldn't tell,
Second of all, I was born in the United States. Third, what the fuck do you guys know about Palestine? Like, you've been to Palestine. The people have never been to Palestine.
Bro,
They're like,
it's
free
because
Palestine.
it's trendy. That's why. Because everyone says free Palestine. All these white girls on social media. Free Palestine.
From what? Freedom from what and from who? First of all, there's a lot of people in Israel that are Palestinians. And they live in Israel. And I know you guys are going to say, oh, no, it's Palestine. Okay, call it Palestine. That's fine. But we own it now. So it's like, people are like, get out of Israel. It's Palestine. Okay, get out of the United States. It's a Native American land and get the fuck out of here. Why are we here? Wait, you're saying that Mexicans are crossing the border illegally? Weren't they here before us in California? Why is it illegal for them to cross the border? Come on, guys. Like, people gotta really, they need a reality check.
Bro, free the Native Americans,
100%.
Free everyone.
Because the Native Americans are not sitting there throwing bombs at you. They're actually good people. They don't have a bunch of terrorists over there throwing bombs and sending missiles daily to try to kill people. And you know what's the craziest thing? Okay. Let me tell you guys something. I'm Israeli, been in the military, done some crazy shit in my life. Now, let me tell you something that you guys maybe don't know. We have a button that with one button, we can get rid of Palestine. There is no Gaza. There is no Palestinians. There's nothing. Now, take that same button and give it to Palestine. Let's see what they do with it. They will blow up Israel like this, with all the rest of the Palestinians that live in Israel, and they'll say that they're a bunch of shaheeds. And they died and they're going to get 72 virgins. Not to forget to mention that it was a miscalculation. It was one virgin and she's 72 years old. So we have a button that we can get rid of them.
So why don't
and
you guys
what do
get
we
rid
do?
of them?
Because we love people. We are good to them. We send them money. We send them love. We send them concrete. We send them food. We take people from Palestine, bring them to Israel, educate them on how to be a doctor, medical, things like that, send them medical supply, and send these doctors that we trained over there so they can help their people.
And they send you?
And they send us?
Missiles.
And those missiles are called Qassam rockets.
Really?
If you guys don't know.
I don't know anything about this beef, but what's the usual counter argument? So if I was someone countering whatever you're saying right now, what do people usually say? Like, why do a lot of people think Israel's in the wrong and they're saying free Palestine? Why is that?
So the media shows that anytime that we throw a bomb, there is kids that are being killed and that there's women being killed. Innocent people. Now, of course, if the media shows that, people that are not there are going to feel really bad for them, right? I mean, if you told me that you killed a child, I don't care where he's from, I'm going to start crying. As fucking intense as I could be. To kill a child, to kill a woman, you should be sick in the head. But they're throwing a bunch of fake media out there, just like they did about Andrew Tate. But they're throwing a bunch of fake media out there to say that we are killing babies, young kids, women, pregnant women, when it's not true. It's completely not true. We kill terrorists. We go after terrorists.
Not at all? No babies, no children, no pregnant women? 'Cause that's going to happen as a byproduct of war.
Right now, they were sending missiles at us. We took out 3 of their top people who were sending missiles and controlling the missiles since the beginning of the year. We did an operation just a few days ago where we sent out 3 missiles to hit 3 different homes to get 3 different head of the terrorists. I understand that some more people died in that operation. Now, if you want to say they're innocent people, that's fine, you could. But if I'm a terrorist and I send people to kill and I kill people and my wife is sitting there with me and she's feeding me and loving me and supporting what I do, is she not a terrorist as well? Because if in the United States, there's something called conspiracy. If I went and robbed a bank and my wife knew that I robbed the bank and she did not go and report, she's part of the robbery. And she gets years in prison. Not as many as I got, but she also gets years in prison. It's called conspiracy. They support it. If he's a terrorist, they love him for that. His wife, the people around him. So if we bomb him and his wife happens to be there, usually these guys are in hiding. So that was a mission, mission and operation that we did that is going to be in the history books to find 3 people, because usually you hear the missiles coming. We managed to get them so quiet that when they hit the homes at all 3, we annihilated all 3. But we have a button to get rid of all of Gaza. But we managed to get just the 3. But people will say, oh, they killed innocent people and this and that. They could say that. That's not true. That's the truth. We bring Palestinian people from Palestine to Israel. And we also give them refuge for the ones that are not part of terrorism. They're not part of Hamas and terrorist groups. We bring them in. We give them homes. We give them schooling. We give them education. We support them. We love them. You have to understand that Arabs are our cousins. Right?
No.
They're our cousins. We don't want to be at war with anybody. Look into the history. We never, ever, ever started a war, but we always finished it.
I have another conspiracy.
What?
Instagram is shadow banning you so you don't become the next Andrew Tate. Because everyone thinks you're going to be the new Andrew Tate.
They are. And guys, please, I love you all. The guys that are watching that are fans of mine, if you're my fans on YouTube, go to my Instagram page. You'll get to see a lot of what I'm doing on the daily routine, daily basis. I show a lot of things there that I normally don't show here, because you'll see what I'm doing every day throughout the day. So go to King_Azulai and you'll be able to see what I do daily. And there's a lot of posts and a lot of things that I don't show here, because here I could show you guys this, which is a podcast. I could show you a workout video. I could show you some shorts. But my daily routine and things and motivational speaking throughout the day in my stories, you'll be able to see on my Instagram. So again, King_Azulai. I'd love to see you guys on my channel there so you guys could see my daily routines. And yes, Instagram is shadow banning me. They will not show my posts to anyone that is not a follower.
They told you they're shadow banning you
Yeah.
too. They said the only people that can see your content now is the people that already follow you. They're not going to push your content out anymore, recommend the content. You know, when you're scrolling and you see some bullshit and then it gets your eye, it attracts your eye, and then you just keep scrolling and scrolling, more bullshit.
Yeah.
Well, they recognize that you're not making bullshit, and they're like, oh. Well,
This guy's trying to help the youth. So guess what?
Yeah.
Listen, this is a battle. I don't think you guys understand. It's a battle between evil and good. Just like Andrew Tate said. He's 100% correct. Look what they did to the guy. For what reason? They didn't have a reason. There's freedom of speech. You should be able to say whatever you want to say. If you want to say fuck gays, fuck trans, fuck Arabs, fuck Jews, whatever you want to say, it's freedom of speech. You could say whatever you want to say. You didn't tell somebody I'm coming to kill you and you're threatening them. You're saying fuck these people or fuck that people. It is what it is. People talk shit. People talk to me shit all day on social media. So, do they shadow ban them? Do they close their accounts? People told me fuck Israel and fuck all the Jews. And you're going to die. And matter of fact, get lung cancer very soon, you motherfucker, with this damn cigar.
But Bro, but the girls that they do the OnlyFans promotion and then they twerk and stuff, you know, it's helping the youth too.
I know. Look, if I sat there and told you that gay marriages are awesome and transsexuals in schools are the best, and I would probably color my hair, I don't know, in blue or purple and twerk myself, I'm sure that I would get a lot more people watching my videos. And the reason is because it would get pushed out there a lot. But I'm sitting here teaching people and talking to young guys how to be stronger and talking to young women how to be stronger. As a young woman, what you should be doing if you're 15, 16, 17, 18, that's a young woman, right? You start in your teens and you're about to get into your adult. So you're a young woman. What you should be focusing on is, one, having the clear mind and no bullshit from the outside. Two, being a family person. Three is finding that man that will stay with you until the day that you die. That's what you should be doing. But if you're going to focus on drugs, if you're going to be sitting there focusing on partying, on alcohol, on how many likes you get on Instagram, what bag you have, what clothes you're wearing, that's not going to get you anywhere. That's only going to get you more shit later, because anytime you didn't receive these things, which is a quick dopamine release in your fucking brain, what happens? You become depressed. So who gets the jobs, guys? The psychologist, the psychiatrist, the meds, right? All the pharmacies, they're all getting a bunch of jobs. They're all getting a bunch of business, insurances. For what?
You know who did it right? Aiden Ross. Aiden Ross, he's a Twitch streamer. I told you about Aiden Ross before, right?
Aiden Ross is the guy, that Jewish kid that's with Andrew Tate, no?
Yeah, that's exactly who he is. Basically, he used to do like a bunch of sus jokes, you know? Like he would just be super like, he'd make gay jokes, do super gay shit for views, right? Because all these fucking teenagers, they're like, oh, that's funny. He's acting gay.
Yeah.
And then he met Andrew Tate, and then he completely switched up. So he already has the following, and the social media platforms already pushed him out. They didn't stop him or stop his growth. And then all of a sudden, now he's doing all the Andrew Tate stuff, and he's celibate, and he started working out, and he's preaching like good stuff, God, things like that, love, no more sus stuff, no more making a fool out of himself. So that's what you have to do, Ben. So the next reel we're going to do is going to be you twerking.
At the gym.
At the gym.
With spandex.
With spandex. And you're going to chop your dick off. And you're going to dye your hair. And we'll do that for a year. And then once you have millions of followers, boom, back to Andrew Tate, but on steroids.
You just literally gave me a vision of how I'm going to die.
That would be insane.
That sounds like death to me.
Yeah.
I'm not sitting here bashing anybody. Be whoever you want to be. You want to be gay, you want to be a ballerina, you want to be a transgender. That's completely fine. Just don't push it on other people. If someone is gay, it seemed like it became trendy to act gay or act like a transgender, even if you're not. And you want to know something? It's almost like degrading the gay society by people constantly turning it into a joke, people pretending to be gay to get likes and followers, and it's horrible. If someone is gay, he was born that way, and I understand that. God doesn't make mistakes. God made him gay for a reason. It is what it is. But I don't think that anybody should push some sort of an agenda on the youth. Because look, take a guy that's a terrorist and comes and blows up Israel. Right? He comes in, he's a shaheed, he blows himself up. From the time that he's a baby, they teach him that he's going to become a shaheed. It's called brainwash. When you brainwash somebody, eventually he will be that. Because you tell him that's what it is, that's the best thing to be. And if he doesn't know any better, his subconscious mind will just be conscious of what it is they taught him. Now, the same thing with something else, with anything else. But take that same baby, Palestinian baby, that's in a family that supports terrorism, and send him my way. He will be a lovely man. He will be a great man. He will be masculine. He will be a protector. He will grow up. And he will look to do good in life for himself, his family, the people around him, and anyone he encounters. Because I'm not going to brainwash him. I'm going to guide him to greatness. No baby is born evil. But it's the shit that the world gives you that makes you evil. But the authentic you is just a beautiful, loving, no evil, see no evil, speak no evil, hear no evil child that sees the world out of pink glasses and smiles and happy. But the second people take you and brainwash you that being a certain way is the way, that's how you're going to become. Because don't forget, you want to make mama proud. And if mama's telling you that this is the right way, then guess what? That's going to be the right way. Make sense?
Makes sense, man. I think that's it. We're climbing up on an hour.
Yeah?
You said you want to make these shorter.
Yeah. Well, we have a lot to talk about. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay, guys, let's wrap it up. Next podcast, I think we're going to talk about relationships and women and men nowadays and how they're feeling and what they're going through. I think that'll be a great podcast because in the past 3 months, I've really been coaching quite a few people. I think already over the 1,000 people that I've been coaching in the past 3 months, back to back, talking with them. A lot of people told me that they thought about committing suicide and they're not going to commit suicide due to the fact that I told them that life could be better. They watched my video, they were inspired, and they feel like they could do much better in life. And I think this is something that we should definitely speak about. Again, not telling you who the people are, who each person is. We're just going to talk generally about what's happening out there and what exactly the world should be doing to make the world a better place. And it starts with the people that are watching, because if we have 160,000 subscribers, and if you guys will all watch this, you guys can make a huge change in the world. Because it starts one person at a time, but eventually, as long as we can get to everybody will be better, and the world will be a better place for the next generations to come.
No, I'm drifting, catch you slipping, won't be back again. No, I'm drifting, catch you slipping, won't be back again. Roll the riches, lot of fishes, so we throwing nets. Hide the shipping, Medicare, now yeah, we back again. No, I'm drifting, catch you slipping, won't be back again. No, I'm drifting, catch